Hey YouTube, this is David with Richter Scale Studios. I'm still doing the rehab, my old game boards. You see there's 3 here already primed in black latex flat. There's 1 back there, and there's 2 of the city boards that I haven't done yet or even got the terrain on it yet. But I'm going to probably get these all painted up. I have my arsenal ready. I have the Badger 150 ready to go. I have this brush I just found 3 months ago, but I've had since I was probably 11, so it's probably 33 years old. This is an old Pache VL or Pache VL. I bought a new box for it, cleaned it. When I found it, it must have been 29 years old, caked in primer from painting Grenadier miniatures when I played Dungeons and Dragons back in the late 70s, early 80s. So that's been all rehabbed, and you can tell it's all old with the needles all stored in cotton. You don't see that anymore. Well, I put a new handle on it and updated it. Got with Badger quick releases on all of them. Then, as usual, you see my downstairs arsenal is my 155 and my Patriot 105. Then this is one I've used a couple times, an Iwata HPM1. It is a single action 0.3 needle. I will probably be using this in conjunction with the Patriot 105 for doing some detailing on the rock work and that type of thing. And I'm going to try to run these 3 bottle fed simultaneously. I have the 1 compressor with the 2 splits, and I have another paint compressor, the paint compressor on my 1 stand with the 2 splits on it, so I can control that. Then my new compressor here, this Husky, has its own regulator on it, so I can run a 3rd brush simultaneously, so get some nice blends and everything going on this. And the colors, I'll be starting to thin the color with. This is that usual mix I learned from Mr. Justin at Secret Weapon Miniatures, and I swear by it. I don't use Windex or anything else. I'll use some airbrush medium once in a while, but this is great. It's cheap. I think to put this together was $3. Buying a quart of the distilled alcohol and then a gallon of water. I think it's $3 or $4 for a gallon. And I could probably still have half a bottle of alcohol left and do another bottle of distilled water, which is really cheap. And I'm going to be using Ceramcoat paints. I want to do like a red desert theme. I think these rocks will kind of lend to that. It's going to be a chocolate cherry for the dark base and shadowing. Then we'll be going into an autumn brown. Then we have a ginger spice and a Georgia clay. So those will be kind of good for the medium colors. Then for highlighting, I want to do 2 different ones. One for super highlight. This is called Old Parchment. And then a latte for like the medium colors. So I think those will lend themselves to be really good for a desert theme. I'm going to do the whole desert theme. I thought I was going to do jungle, but I'll do that on a separate, probably modular board. The way I'm doing those new boards, the 2x2 inch boards, and do 2 foot by 2 foot, so I can put some kind of detail, and you can, spin them around 4 different ways each board to give you a little bit of change up. But I built these boards a long time ago. I don't want to wreck them. I used some kind of goop stuff from whoever makes the cutting stuff for foam, from the foam factory. I think it's Ceramcoat. That's it. And put some grit in it. It's so-so. It looks like you could put stucco on a cheap house or something like that. But when I dry brushed, it didn't turn out well. But I think with an airbrush, you don't have to really go by all the bad texturing that gone in there. Some boards are textured better than others. But I think this way of airbrushing everything on instead of dry brushing, there may be some dry brushing on these hills. So that still brings out some detail and some cool stuff on that. I might be doing some masking to get that that layered sediment look you see in the red desert. If you look them online, the pictures of red desert, that's all I kind of picked up. So that's going to be it for this part. We'll come back in the near future and start spraying and show you how it's going. As usual, thank you for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.